வணக்கம். Let me start with a question many young professionals ask. Should I build my career in SAP or in supply chain management? Whether you are a buyer, planner, or SAP end user or supply chain analyst, this session will help you understand both paths, what they really mean, how they differ, and where your strengths might best. So, before you make your choice, let us step back and see the full picture. Let us start with a common situation. A buyer says, I use SAP every day, so I am an SAP expert. But is that really true? Most end users know how to execute transactions like creating purchase orders, posting goods receipts, or running simple reports. But they often don't understand why the system behaves the way it does or how those transactions fit into the bigger business process. The truth is, real career growth begins when you move beyond clicking buttons to understanding how your actions drive the entire process from start to finish. Let us make this real. Meet Anu, a younger buyer in manufacturing company. Every morning, she logs into SAP to check pending purchase orders and materials running low. She feels confident. She knows her screens, her reports, and her shortcuts. But one day, a supplier misses a delivery, production stops, and suddenly everyone's calling her. That's when she realizes it is not just about using SAP, but it is about understanding why the system triggered a reorder, how lead times are set, and where our decisions affect the whole supply chain. Meanwhile, Raj, a planner, runs MRP. The system proposes 500 units and he wonders why 500. Was it an old lot size, a wrong demand pattern, or some master data that no one updated? Both Anu and Raj face the same truth. It is not just about transactions or planning sheets. It is about connecting process logic and system logic. Once they start learning a bit of configuration and business rules, things change. They stop firefighting and start solving problems. That is the power of understanding both SAP and SCM. Before we go deeper into the concepts, let me share a bit of my own journey because I have walked the same path many of you are beginning today. I started my career as a process engineer in a manufacturing company. My focus was purely operational, improving productivity, reducing contract manpower, and cutting energy costs. For 10 years, I was deeply involved in factory operations, learning how business really works on the ground. But one day I realized to create a bigger impact, I needed to understand how system and data drive business decisions. I did my MBA finance as I was passionate about product costing, but still it was not sufficient. I got an opportunity in 2003 to work as a core team member in SAP implementation in the organization where I was working, and I got the opportunity to learn SAP. In 2005, I moved into SAP and project management. I began learning configuration, integration, and how processes are translated into digital workflows. It was a turning point. In parallel, I strengthened my SCM skills through APICS certification, that is, Certified Supply Chain Professional CSCP, and project skills through Project Management Professionals PMP certification. In the consulting phase, where I worked across multiple countries, aligning SAP with real business performance. This gave an opportunity to become COO of a multinational company, that is an engineering company, where I used my knowledge in SAP and SCM together to improve inventory turnover, the profitability, and always to connect the process excellence with digital enablement. In parallel, I kept updating my skills through certified in logistics, transportation and distribution, that is CLTD, and then supply chain operations reference model. Since 2019, through WeGroWin Consulting and Training, I have focused on training professionals and helping organizations get the best from SAP and SCM together. Still, I continue learning with different certifications. For example, in 2020, I got certified as Demand Driven Planner Professional and also Demand Driven Operational Professional. In 2023, I was certified as Certified in Transforming Supply Chain CTSC. See, this is the continuous learning. Still, I am learning what to do. Even today, I am learning how to use ChatGPT properly, how it can be applied to improve the business process, how it can be used to improve the training content, those things. At the same time, please remember, I started the transformation only after 10 years in my career. You don't have to wait that long. If you begin building both the SAP and SCM understanding from day one, you will be 10 years ahead by the time others are realizing its value. The earlier you connect business and technology, the faster you will grow, not just as an employee, but as a leader shaping your organization future. So, what exactly is supply chain management? Many people view supply chain management like a blind person view elephant. Supply chain management is not a department. Means supply chain management is not just planning. It is not just procurement. It is not just logistics. It is not inventory management. It is more than these. Think of supply chain management as managing the flow of materials, information, and money from suppliers all the way to customers. The goal is simple: right product, right time, right place, at right cost. Supply chain management on five strong pillars: plan, source, make, deliver, and return. Each one connects with others like gears in a machine. If one slips, the whole chain feels the impact. So, supply chain management is not just logistics or inventory or planning or purchase or warehousing. It is about building coordination, collaboration, and resilience across the entire business. Now, let us talk about SAP. SAP stands for Systems, Applications, and Products in Data Processing. In simple words, it is an ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, the system that connects all your business processes on one platform. It brings automation, real time data, and process discipline. Modules like materials management, production planning, sales and distribution, extended warehouse management, transportation management, IBP, that is integrated business planning, they all work together to make your supply chain run efficiently. But remember, SAP is the tool, it is not the process. It is only as powerful as the business logic behind it. So, if SCM defines the roadmap, SAP is the vehicle that keeps the journey on track. Now, here is where people often get confused: SAP versus supply chain management. The truth is, they are not competitors, they are partners. Supply chain management defines what should be done, like when to buy, how much to make, or where to deliver. SAP defines how it happens through MRP runs, purchase orders, and stock transfers and sales orders. One drives the process, the other drives the system. And when both work together, that is when the business excellence happens. This means supply chain management and SAP should work together to make the business excellent. Here is the connection point. Supply chain management sets the planning logic like reorder levels, sourcing policies, lead times. SAP then executes that logic through transactions like MRP, source list, quota arrangement, and more. For example, if supply chain management decides a material should have a safety stock of 200 units, SAP uses that rule to plan replenishment automatically. But if business rules change and SAP is not updated, confusion begins. The best results come when both sides are perfectly in sync, business logic and system logic working hand in hand. Here is the mistake I see all time. End users often think that doing transactions equal understanding the system. A buyer might know how to create a purchase order, but a consultant knows why certain fields default, how release strategies work, and what triggers approval flows. The real value lies in understanding configuration, master data, and integration. If you can combine business knowledge with system understanding, that is when your SAP journey really begins. So, if you are interested in SAP, here is what the path looks like. You start as an end user, learning transactions, data flow, and reports. Then move to associate consultant, where you learn configuration and participate in projects. As a consultant or senior consultant, you handle modules independently and support clients. Later, you can grow into solution architect, designing blueprints and leading implementations. The journey can even take you to practice head or independent consultant, where you guide entire projects or train others. Certifications like SAP Certified Associates or Active Project Manager help, but what truly sets you apart is clarity in both process and system. If your heart lies in operations and business flow, the supply chain management path might suit you better. Many start as buyers, planners, or warehouse executives. With experience, you move to managerial roles like handling procurement, planning, or logistics. Later, you can reach supply chain manager position, procurement head, or even chief supply chain officer. Along the way, certifications like CSCP, CLTD, CPAM, or demand driven planning professional strengthen your expertise. Also, there are certifications from Indian Institute of Materials Management IIMM or SCM Pro from CII. And remember, even supply chain management professionals benefit hugely from SAP literacy. It helps you make data driven decisions and speak the same language as IT and leadership. Now, let us talk about something everyone wonders: what is the demand for the SCM or SAP role? What is the pay? In SAP, demand is booming. With S4 HANA and RISE projects growing fast, certified consultants are in short supply. Freshers earn 3.5 to 5 lakhs per annum, mid-level consultants earn 6 to 12 lakhs per annum, and seniors 18 to 30 lakhs or more, especially in cities like Bangalore or Pune. In supply chain management, the growth is equally strong. Digitalization, e-commerce, and resilient strategies have made supply chain roles essential. Freshers start around 4 to 7 lakhs, mid-level at 7 to 15 lakhs, and senior managers 15 to 25 lakhs or even more. And then come the hybrid professionals, those who understand both SAP and SCM. Their salary ranges from 10 to 30 lakhs. They are the ones who move into digital transformation, integration, and analytics driven roles and enjoy faster promotions, global exposure, and long term stability. So, whichever path you choose, SAP, SCM, or hybrid combination, the opportunities are strong and growth potential is real. What matters most is how you build your expertise and keep learning along the way. And speaking of combining both sides, let us see why professionals who understand both SAP and SCM are becoming the most valuable in the industry today. This brings us to one of the most exciting career spaces, the hybrid professional. The industry needs bridge professionals, those who understand both the business process and the system configuration. A planner who learns SAP configuration becomes a consultant who truly understands business. A consultant who learns supply chain management becomes a process leader who speaks the language of operations. Roles like business process owner, S4HANA architect, or digital transformation lead all belong here. Combine certifications smartly, CSCP plus SAP S4HANA plus Analytics or Power BI, and you will open doors to global future-ready careers. Let us see this in action with an example. Take MRP, Material Requirements Planning. The supply chain management side defines demand, lead time, and lot size. SAP then executes it, calculating when and how much to buy or produce. But if master data is wrong, SAP fails. If process discipline is poor, supply chain management fails. Success happens only when both sides are aligned. So, the next time you face a system issue, ask yourself, is it a configuration gap or a process gap? That is the mindset of a true professional. Now, pause for a moment and reflect. Do you enjoy solving business challenges or system puzzles? Do you love data analytics or configuration and integration? Are you more comfortable with people and processes or systems and logic? Your honest answers will guide you whether you belong to SCM or SAP or both. There is no right or wrong path, only the one that fits your passion and strengths. Before we close, let us talk about something that truly defines long term success: soft skills. You might have the best SAP knowledge or the deepest supply chain management understanding, but without the right communication, teamwork, and adaptability, growth becomes difficult. Let us take a SAP consultant. They not only configure systems but also explain solutions to business users, handle client expectations, and work under tight project timelines. Problem solving and empathy are just as critical as a technical expertise. Similarly, supply chain management professionals deal with real world pressure every day, negotiating with suppliers, solving logistics issues, managing team conflicts like this. Success here depends on how much the people management they are good and also on the process knowledge. And for those combining both SAP and SCM hybrid professionals, soft skills become their biggest strength. They must speak both languages, the technical language of information technology SAP and the practical language of business. These skills, communication, collaboration, adaptability, and emotional intelligence are what run good professionals into great ones. Remember, technical expertise opens the door, but soft skills keep the door open. They help you earn trust, lead teams, and deliver results that truly make big impact. So, what is the real takeaway? Supply chain management focuses on business excellence, planning better, sourcing smarter, and delivering faster. SAP enables those processes digitally, bringing structure, visibility, and control. When you understand both, you don't just work, but you transform. You become the professional every organization wants, someone who connects business vision with the system execution. Keep learning, keep exploring because growth never stops. If you found this session useful, don't stop here. Subscribe to our channel SAP and SCM for more practical insights into SAP and supply chain management. You will find real examples, live demonstrations, and guidance to build your career with clarity, competence, and confidence. I'm Sathiya from WeGroWin Consulting and Training, where we grow and we win. See you in the next session.